Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to Map Making with me, BonBonB. I'm BonBonB. You're very, very welcome, and welcome back to Duvo, the provisionally named second map from myself, following up in the hills of Merrickstowe, which was provisionally called Ordinale, just in case you wanted to know. Right, now today we're going to be doing some work on the castle on the hill in the corner. There it is. Yes, might be a little bit controversial today's episode, because some of you will not like the fact that I'm bringing in a very specific custom asset for this one. That said, the map will work fine without it, so don't worry too much if you don't want to have the custom asset. I'm going to make it very easy and clear in the description once the map is uploaded to the workshop, how to not have this particular item. So basically it's going to be like a two-click collection or a one-click collection for all the essentials, and then a separate one-click collection for the castle, just in case you don't want to have all the bells and whistles, of course. So anyway, yes, this custom item will be coming along in a moment. It does need a road to connect to, so let's dig one out with Find It, because once again the vanilla zonable roads are not available in the editor by default, and you'll get a glimpse of this new asset here now. Oh, it won't fit. Don't worry, you'll see it properly again in a minute. Now here's me trying to move a road by choosing. Look, I know what I'm doing wrong here, but you know when you're being a bit of an idiot. Yeah, that was me doing this. And another thing, I don't know, the trees are in the way, darn it. Everything just went wrong with my brain all at once. Anyway, here's the assets that we'll be using within the castle. It is called Église de la Madeleine, and it was made by Fillipos. We reviewed it back in episode 357. You remember Clawvag by Air Only? Yeah, that episode there, we reviewed this glorious asset. Now, we'll talk about some of the technicalities in a moment, but first of all, I'm going to point out that Fillipos is no longer called Fillipos on the workshop. They've changed the name to something somewhat political, and because I don't want to get involved in anything political, I have absolutely no opinion on the political issue that they've raised. They're clearly from Greece, and bless them, lovely, beautiful country, Greece, actually. So anyway, they've changed it to something political. I've stayed, as far away from that as possible. So basically, I'm just going to use the name they used when they created the asset, which is Fillipos. Now, there are some issues. Obviously, we know there's going to be problems with electricity, water, and things like garbage, and getting the police up here and all that sort of stuff. Yes, we will be sorting things like that out within the description once the map is uploaded. I promise you we will sort that out. But the option here, of course, is just to make the place look good with a really stunning, striking, beautiful centerpiece asset in the castle grounds. Now, this is the only major, because you're looking and going, hang on a second, you've brought in some custom bridges, you're now bringing in this. Is this a map or is this a build? It's a map, okay? It's a map. I've been a little bit creative with like the lifting bridge. I know a few of you won't like and will probably want to get rid of. It works for me with my vision for the map, but of course you do what you like when you subscribe to the map and move things about. This is this, I think, though, this is probably the one thing that maybe some of you won't want, and that's fine. I understand that, especially if you're running a potato for a computer. You'll probably want to lessen the burden, and it's not required for the map. I just think it adds to the map. So yes, we've got this. There will be a few other custom assets, but nothing quite like this one, which is a standout one. Very, very standout one indeed. So yes, we've got that going on. Right, so we're going to be doing the work on the castle walls. I've been waiting for this. I've been so looking forward to this. Basically, it's not just the castle isn't just this one bit at the top. Of course, it's not. It's tiered. Now, I have had a little bit of problem in today's episode putting a workable slope in, as you'll see. In fact, I'm not even going to bother talking about the slope. Let's talk about the vision for the map. Shall we? Shall we do that? And you can watch me struggling to put in, because I get the slope about right, and then it just doesn't work. And then anyway, yeah, sorry. So yes, it's a map. Those of you who've been following since I started work on the map, it's going to be used hopefully with the TPB Tides mod. I've got a lot of work to do under the sea level to permit for the Tides mod to work properly. And so yeah, that's going to be the last thing I do. Once everything on and above ground is done, then we will move to sea level. I don't think it's going to take that long. Once we get to that point, see now, look, it's go, oh, I'm quite happy with this ramp now, and then I make a change, and it kind of like muddles things up a little bit. Sorry for coughing into the mic there. Asthmatic splutter there. Sorry about that. Sorry. Anyway, where were we? So yes, the map is coming together. These feature areas are coming together. There's in terms of feature, because the feature areas are the ones where you go, oh, did you see that on BonBon's map, or did you see that on Zosso's map, or Ikanya's map, that bit there. Well, this is one of those things. This is like with Merrickstowe, I did have a castle, Clanborough Court in Merrickstowe, and I had a few, let's say, the feature areas. Yes, you got your build plane, but then it's the bits around the outside, and you go, that's the map with the castle, that's the one with the lighthouse. See how lovely that ramp looks. You wait, I go and mess it up in a minute. I go and blow it up. So yes, I have got in with this particular map. Well, obviously you've seen the lighthouse island. Yes, you know what? In the end, I ignore that. I think, well, we can deal with the electricity and water, because I'm probably going to have to make some changes later anyway. So don't worry about the electricity and water and stuff there, because we will come back to it. So yeah, we've got the lighthouse island. We have got the lake on the island in the sea. That's a nice little feature area. We've got obviously the castle. That's coming on well. We've got the wetlands. We've got the harbour. These are all the feature areas. We've got the causeway and bridges network that bring the traffic in, and there's one extra little feature area that's going to be coming in on those, which I think we'll probably be doing. I know I might want to get it out the way soon. I think we'll probably go back to those islands before we do too much more work on the main island, because I do want to kind of like get it tidied away and get it done. Just get it done. I've got some technical problems with the bridges and the causeways that need to go back and be fixed. I'm not sure what's caused them. I haven't had time to really go back and look at it properly. It won't take long to work it out, but yeah, there are some bits that I've placed that have disappeared, and I think it's probably just a simple issue of I've unsubscribed or something to it. I don't know. We'll work it out. I will work it out. So anyway, yes, gatehouse. Yeah, so we're doing a castle on the mountain, and this is the would have been the old main gate wall with the towers. I'm not entirely convinced by what I've done look, I've deleted the wall there. Let's try again. Shall we try again? Try again. Yes, I'm not entirely convinced by what I've built. I will possibly come back. But I'm quite happy with the work. I'm going to use Move It to poke those in there, save deleting what I've done. Even though I've got Propentry Anarchy on, it still wants to delete it. Moving these around so that the door to the actual tower was accessible. I'm happy with that one not being accessible. I'm just trying to hide the door away a little bit into that brick wall. But yes. So yeah, I'm going to do a little bit of fakery buildings here with the lowest rubbled wall here like this to make sort of like a gate. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just do a little bit of research and work out what a true gatehouse area would look like, and probably just probably delete everything I've just done here. This was me ad-libbing with my creative tools, but I kind of like it. I don't know if it's how it's going to stay, but at the end there. But yeah, I've got a feature area coming on with the islands that lead into the into the bridges and stuff. Don't know how well that's going to come out, but for me that's an important area, because what I really want to do is I kind of know what I want the map to be called at the end, once it's completed. I think I know what I want it to be called, and that entrance area is going to be a clue to what it will be called at the end. So maybe I might tell you or show you it and not tell you the map. That might be it. I might just keep the map title quiet and see if anybody can guess in the comments. Possibly, maybe, possibly. Anyway, let's ramp up to this. I foresee this as being the original watchtower before the lighthouse, whatever. People go up into the watchtower, look over the sea and see if any ships are coming, and yeah, that's what I see as that. And that more buildings might be put in. Here we're going to have a separate and third wall. So we've got the main gate wall, and this is like a separate gatehouse area to get up into the keep area. And yeah, there we go. So I figured, yeah, and I'm going to leave that one open, so it was like a doorway on the end there. Just have it slightly overgrown. Although I can't remember if I shut it up or not. I can't remember. I can't remember what I did in the end. But yes, oh yeah, covered it over with trees to make it look like it was overgrown rubble. But yes, I'm going to put some extra walls in a moment, and I think you're going to see that the terrain obviously realigns itself when you start putting new things down, and my beautiful slopes are destroyed now. Boom, there, destroyed on this side. And this side, boom. Look what's happened. Look at what happened to my path. Still workable though, but when I go in at close, it looks like a perfectly smooth path up there, doesn't it? Well, of course, when I go in really, really close, I see it's not as smooth and as perfect as I wanted it to be, and so I have to go back and do some more tweaking to the terrain. Darn it! Darn you, Cities Skylines, making me do more work. I'm going to do a little bit more with this secondary wall here, and this decided to go with the low rubble wall, and then of course that affects the terrain as well. I'm sure there's a way around this, but it's alright. I'm decided that's fine actually. Quite like the way it makes the cliff up to the next level, and we can just sort of like use the smooth tool to fix some of the other areas. But I like the idea that the walls are just like not become part of nature, with the trees just growing over them and into them. And there'll be a lot of trees down here, of course, with the water running down from the top of the hill as well. So yeah, we're coming up towards the end of today's episode. I am planning this week to have another couple of episodes of map making, time permitting of course. So do keep an eye on the channel. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel and hit the notification bell, now is a very good time to do so. That will remind you when I'm uploading. Not just this, of course, but what map and, well, all the other things I do as well. Hopefully some tutorials will be coming along. It's all time permitting. I'm so burdened with all the things I need to get out. And I've got a new series. Of course, this is why I'm doing so much work on the map at the moment, because I want to get this finished so that I can start work on the new series. Oh, come on, BonBon, you can do it. You can do it. 14 hours in. Merrickstowe was about a 20-hour build, and I think it was more, actually closer to 22, but say 20 hours. So we're getting close to the amount of time it took me to do the entirety of Merrickstowe, but we've still got a lot of work to do on this one. Anyway, thanks very much for watching, commenting, liking and subscribing. Join me tomorrow morning for another What Map in the What Map series, and touch wood, for another map making tomorrow night. Hopefully, maybe, time permitting. You've been the best, I've been BonBonB, and you've been very, very welcome.